We're going to talk about Arthur Kaliyev today. This is a name that I've actually mentioned on the channel before. He was a player who played at the Hlinka Gretzky tournament back in August, and I made a video talking about players that you should be watching during this tournament. Kaliyev was a name that I mentioned over there for Team USA. He had himself a great performance on that team, and now he is totally dominating the OHL. Kaliyev is a 2001 born player, born in the summer of this year. He is a 17-year-old eligible for the 2019 draft. He is currently ranked 10th by hockeyprospect.com and 11th by Future Considerations for the draft in Vancouver. We're talking about Kaliyev today because of his fantastic performance with the OHL's Hamilton Bulldogs thus far. But before we get into that, last season, debuting as a rookie for the Bulldogs in the OHL, Kaliyev grabbed himself 31 goals and 48 points in 68 OHL games played. This is actually a record, because this is the most goals any 16-year-old OHLer has scored since Galchenyuk did it in 2010-2011. Kaliyev got himself off to a great start in the OHL last season, and now coming back for his second year around, he's totally dominating the game. In 13 games played for the Hamilton Bulldogs, Kaliyev is at 23 total points, 13 goals, and 10 assists. He is literally a goal-a-game player. And just up until like today or yesterday or something like that, Kaliyev had been first in the OHL in points in its entirety. Up until Morgan Frost came out here, got himself 2 assists for the Greyhounds yesterday in a game against the Bulldogs where Kaliyev got himself an assist. So yesterday, these two guys played against each other. They were basically tied in points. Kaliyev got an assist, Frost got 2 assists, and now Frost is up against Kaliyev, and he's leading the OHL. But Kaliyev is still tied for second. So that's great, considering the fact that he is born in 2001. Kaliyev is a Russian-American player. He's a left winger, 6'2", 190 pounds. He's totally on top of his game right now. Tied for first in the OHL in terms of total goals, and tied for second in the OHL for total points. Kaliyev is a beast who is leading his team in points and goals as well, which is not to be surprising because of how good this player really is. Kaliyev as a player is a sniper. He can totally set himself up on the Elias Pettersson side of the power play, and honestly, I think his one-timer is better than Pettersson's. Like, that's just my immediate reaction right here. Looking at some of these highlights, Pettersson gets a lot of power on his one-timer by going down on one knee. This guy gets the same amount of power, arguably even more, without even moving. He just stands there, moves his upper body, swings it, it's on net, it's usually in. His one-timer is a staple of his game, and his shot is just so incredibly powerful and accurate. I'm not making any claims here. I'm just saying that Arthur Kaliyev has a fantastic shot, and his offensive capabilities are so strong. We have a lot of offensive talent in this draft, starting things off with Jack Hughes, obviously, Kakko in Finland, then the 3 WHL guys in Doc, Krebs, and Newhook, but the OHL is paving its way through here with Suzuki, as well as Arthur Kaliyev. Kaliyev is arguably the best goal scorer in the OHL this season, and as a result from that claim, it automatically makes him the best OHL goal scorer in the draft in general. In terms of guys who are in the draft, Kaliyev is totally dominating that competition. Newhook is at 9 goals in 16 games for the Grizzlies. Doc and Cousins have 7 goals in 12 games played in the WHL. Krebs has 3 goals. Kakko's down at 3 goals, but he is playing in a professional men's league. Jack Hughes is at 2 goals in 9 games. He has a lot of assists, though, so that's where his point production is coming from. Arthur Kaliyev is dominating. The only one who's actually looking to be challenging him for that best goal scorer's position, other than the 3-4-ish main guys at the top of the draft, you could say Raphael Lavoie in the QMJHL. But other than that, Kaliyev looks like he could possibly be the best goal scorer in this draft. And he was not ranked very high starting things out in the season. He had to work his way up towards this 10th spot that Future Considerations has him, that hockeyprospect.com has him at. it's gonna get better for him as it goes along if he continues this pace. If he just continues his dominance, he will make a name for himself, rising through the ranks. Basically like Andrei Svechnikov did. Like, he's on pace to being better than Andrei Svechnikov in Svechnikov's draft year. Kaliyev is a total beast, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of this OHL season with him and the Hamilton Bulldogs. Hope you guys enjoyed this video for watching the Short Section 9 Gaming, and bye.